brother,
Nice
the
win.
Bear.
Doing good.
To join us on the broadcast today.
You guys pulled off a big one.
Grayson, tell me a little bit about you play for Creighton Prep, and your brother's been doing some
Ty's looking good this weekend.
Guys, is that right?
Yes.
And how's he doing?
He's doing pretty well so far.
A little one-sided on some of the play time, isn't it?
Our selection of commentators goes, so that's pretty
Yeah.
excited for him there. He likes doing it, so I'm glad he enjoys it.
And he's been getting good reviews from your coach?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was surprised by something that you told me. You said you've not listened to your brother.
Personally, I have not. I'm just going off of what everyone's been telling me.
So is there a reason why you don't want to listen to your brother?
Probably because of the interpersonal banter that's probably taking place, and I really don't want to hear him talk about how I've been playing. So a little bit of fear there from the criticism, but
You never know what he's going to say, right?
absolutely.
Your brother could be a little bit of a wild card. I get that.
No
but-
filter. No filter on Bear.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you are welcome to call it as you see it today. Yeah, especially as it regards your brother.
Perfect.
Well, did you get a chance to see the first game?
No, I did not. But
Okay.
I did hear. Are we talking today or yesterday?
Actually, talking today.
Today, I
Yeah.
heard it was a pretty good battle. Things fell apart though in the thirds, from what I heard. Penalty trouble, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, that was. We were talking after the game. Matt and I were that it seemed that to us that game was not a 5-1 game, in spite of the fact that was the final score. Certainly penalty trouble got to be a little bit of a problem, but a couple of their guys hit some late shots. And, it really was a game where, again, a slow start for the Junior Mavericks, but a better finish.
The goals didn't tell the story as much as the shots on goal told the story. Getting outshot 2-1 in the first period and coming back by the end of the game to outshoot your opponent. I mean, nonetheless, we lost 5-1, but to come back from that big a deficit in shots on goal and to be out shooting them at the end tells a lot about the effort you were putting into that game.
Grayson, as a player yourself, what do you guys try to do with your Creighton Prep team when it comes to a game? How do you approach it, especially the first few minutes, maybe the first period of it?
Really just trying to feel out the other team, figure out what they're all about. Obviously, as many shots on net as possible. That's been our main goal. Our coach will set goals for us like, hey, I want this many shots on goal to begin with. Let's feel them out. Just pepper them with shots, and eventually some will fall in. Just feeling the other team out and getting a good tempo for the game and the flow.
How far are you guys into your season now? How many games have you played?
I believe we've played, I think tomorrow will be our 13th game we've played. So not super deep in, but still fairly early.
And how long does that schedule go? I'm kind of curious about that.
I think it depends on the team. And how deep in the playoffs go. I believe last year we played around 30 games, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And then including playoffs, maybe around like 35.
Yeah, because you guys were in the championship game last year. That's right. So, yeah, it can be a long season when you're talking about 35 games in high school. I don't remember playing that many games when I played, but that was the dark ages too. So. Well, Zamboni has done its work here at Holland Ice, and a lot different. We were an early game this morning against the guys from Kansas City, and because of that, and because of the fact that it was snowing outside, very dark, and completely different here this afternoon. The sun is out now, and that's one of the quirky parts of this particular ice sheet is with all of the glass at the one end. It's very bright down there, and for the teams that are attacking that way, they're attacking into the light. If you're the goalie defending that end, well, it's a little different story. You've got a more uniform background to sort of track that puck. Have you guys played many games here? Do you get a chance to play on this ice?
Yes, we do, and we practice quite a bit here, and really it just depends on the day, depends on the ice. Like sometimes it'll be super marked up before, but definitely, as you mentioned, our light is a big factor on how the goalies play.
Yeah, do you find that is it tough when you're attacking the end with all the glass?
Yeah, especially with the reflections coming off the ice too, it can be really hard to track the puck, and especially in the corners, winning quarter battles. I think honestly, if you just keep your head up and keep a good tempo, make sure you're tracking that puck well. I honestly think that's the key to success.
I'm curious, with you and your brother, do you share tips and tricks, or you just kind of each play your own game?
Gonna have different games. I play center for Fred. I play defense for Select, so we share a little bit of the same skills on defense, but I'm more of a forward mindset. He kind of has a little bit of the same, trying to be an offensive defenseman, but definitely own play styles for sure.
Yeah. So you maybe not so much now because you're both busy with your respective teams, but when you guys were younger, was there that typical brother-on-brother game in the basement or out in the driveway?
Actually, I started fairly late, so there wasn't as much when we were little. I need gas!
Already getting razzed by the coaches, jeez.
This will definitely be fun. I'm in for a long game. But definitely shinny, 100% shinny.
Yeah.
Little knee hockey action in the basement. But occasionally we'd get banned, and actually, I believe it was last year, it ended up with one of us going through the wall. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was a fun drywall experience. So I learned how to lay drywall, so that was fun.
I was going to say, you guys got to do the repair work then, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, close. Well, the teams, as you can see, are out for the 3-minute warm-up period, and after that, they will get going. Back-to-back games, not quite back-to-back, it's not a true doubleheader, but playing 2 games in one day. What's the trick in game 2? What do you need to do to make sure that you're able to get through it with, being able to play at top speed?
I would say warm-ups are a big important part of it. Starting off quick, getting your legs worked out, getting a lot of lactic acid out. And really just coming to play. Like you already got one, your legs be fairly warm to say the least. And you just got to be
good to see you, man.
Keep locked in.
Thanks for coming.
Really, which team has more focus and which team could persevere through the tiredness.
Well, that's good advice to these guys because obviously getting off to a good start when you're playing a team that's also played another game today, who's going to outlast whom, and to get that early lead is always a good idea because it's easier to play from ahead than behind, and that'll be, I think, part of the trick today. That we've seen, it's not always been the Junior Mavericks' strength to score first and to get the early lead. We mentioned yesterday their win against Lincoln was the first time that they had won the first game of the tournament. So that's always a good way to start. Granted, yeah, they lost earlier this morning, but there was plenty to build on, I think, in that loss, and we will see how things go to start this second game. I like your thought about lots of shots on goal early on. That kind of gets you into a groove, I think, a little bit. And hopefully doesn't get the goaltender warmed up too quickly for the other team, but you never know how that's going to work out. This team from Sioux City has yet to win a game in the tournament. They are 0-2 through their first couple of games. And the Junior Mavericks obviously trying to keep them winless here with this afternoon's action. Tomorrow we have an 8:30 game back over at Ralston Arena that's the final game of pool play. The Junior Mavericks will be taking on the Des Moines Junior Bucks. There are actually 2 Junior Bucks teams here, so I'm not sure exactly which one we're going to play.
We're playing blue. Red is in the upper division.
Okay, we're in the blue division. There's a red division here as well in this particular tournament for the 14U. This is 14U and 8U. So the little guys and the big guys.
Interesting twist in the game right before ours. Not sure if you talked about the previous game.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, quite a interesting tale of the tape as 2 teams that we had previously played each other, the Lincoln Stars versus the Kansas City Scouts, and quite a back and forth battle with a tremendous amount of shots on goal from both teams. Ended up going into the Lincoln Stars' favor, who was currently second in the pool. Took out the giant Kansas City Scouts, who were undefeated. So now we've got a whole gang of teams here that aren't undefeated. They all are 1-1 or 2-1.
Yeah. Everybody's got a loss. Lincoln's 2-1. The Scouts are 2-1. Junior Mavericks are hoping to go 2-1 here after this one. But a lot of work to do here. before we determine that, as the coaches will bring their guys. That's for pool play only. And then what we'll have tomorrow is, again, that game against Des Moines. That's an 8:30 Central Time start back over at Ralston. And then we'll know who plays who. But I believe it's the winner of each one of those divisions, red and blue, who will play each other. So to start, it'll be Wyatt Tremaine out between Jack Davis and Charlie Patera, and on the blue line, Boston Gas and Wyatt Ike. And in goal, it'll be Rosario Piniglia. Puck caught in the feet of the referee, fried out by the Junior Mavericks, but taken over by the Musketeers. They march in. Good back check by Tremaine, who sends it around the kick plate. The pinching defenseman able to keep this one deep. And Tremaine will take over, banged off his stick, but he weathers that storm to send it up the wall. Charlie's got this one. The pinching defenseman there is dropped from behind, and Wyatt Ike is going to go off as this puck is touched up by Tremaine, and that makes for a tough start when you're already in the box 34 seconds in, but off will go Wyatt Ike. So a penalty kill already for the Junior Mavericks, and it looks like it's Allers out along with Paxson. And on the blue line, it'll be Fleming, who takes the face-off win. Can't clear it out. Allers blocking away that shot. As the puck rattles to the corner, it's taken over by Nandy, who hands it up, and the clear is by Paxson, sent back in by the Musketeers, and offside is called. You get a chance to kill many penalties when you're playing for Great Prep?
Killed a couple. It's really, I'm not sure how it goes here with the offsides, and I believe it's automatic, correct?
Yes.
And then clearly, really just trying to get that puck out as deep as possible, as soon as possible.
Yep. We are joined in our broadcast position today by Grayson Davis, who is Bear's older brother. Here come the Junior Mavericks out. Short-handed, it's Allers leading the rush. He is an amazing green jersey. He's able to get through, but finally had it pried off his tape by the longer reach of the bigger man. And the Musketeers will fling this one back in.
Good move there, cutting to the middle, trying to shake them off. That's a really strong play there by Allers.
The clearing attempt is knocked down, and this one grabbed back by the Junior Mavericks. Stoney can't clear it out, but he's out to thwart the shot from the point. Loose puck, taken over by Nandy, nearly picked out of the air. Stoney's got it. He lost the handle. 23 seconds to go in this penalty kill for the Junior Mavericks, and they'll chase down the loose puck deep in their own zone. Tremaine tips, but not out, and back to the end wall it goes for Fleming to retake. They're going to say he didn't quite gain the red line.
Didn't look like it to me either.
Yeah.
I think he was a little premature on that dump.
He needed to change, and I think that's what he was thinking more of. I got to get rid of this puck, and so that'll be an icing high shot, deflected, and it goes wide. Taken over by T-squared. Sorry, I called Vinny's number earlier. That's T-squared. Working against two, bringing it down the wall. T-squared trying to saucer it in front. It bounces side of the net where it's covered by the goaltender.
Dangerous bouncing puck onto the net. Just put pucks on the net, right? That's good things happen.
Now the goalie keeping it trapped at the side of the net. He had at least Will in front, I believe, and Jacob was lurking nearby. So we've got a face-off, and Allers will take this one again. Good face-off win there. Can the Mavericks get the puck? Bears got it back at the point. Cross for Keeney. He'll get it down the wall. Sioux City took it back. We gave it back to Keeney, and he'll get it to the end boards. Court right after this. Musketeers on it. Up the wall they come. Good steal there by T-squared. T-squared dancing in. Lost it to the back checkers. Bear trying to saunter through traffic, but can't do it. And here come the Musketeers trying to get a 2-on-1. Now it's a breakaway chance. Moving in for a shot. Save made by Rosie. Rebound played back to the blue line. Yanked along, but right to T-squared. And on he comes with a burst of speed as he comes to the neutral zone. Couldn't get it to the feet of the defenseman, but we'll take it and rub it back in deep. Musketeers have. Vinny forces the hand of the defenseman who coughs it up. Here's Stoney with it now. Stoney trying to work out of the corner. Looking for an outlet. We'll play it around behind. Taz now Mavericks need to get somebody in front. Vinny's there now. Vinny will get it. Backhander. Oh, the save made by the goaltender. And the rebound taken over by the Musketeers. Played to the line, but not out. Good job by Gass. Tried to waltz through, but stripped. And Stoney will take it back at center. Sent across for Bear now. Here's Bear. Sidestep one. Second chance opportunity. He's able to get it in from the red line, and the Junior Mavericks will get chase. Down to 8 minutes to go here in the first period. A scoreless game from Holland Ice at Baxter Arena. This is all the hockey action they'll play here this weekend as the UNO Mavericks are on the road at North Dakota. Ooh, crazy tear him off the end wall, and that goes off the side of the net. Taken over by Stoney now, looking for an opening. As the Musketeers converge on him, he's able to bounce it up, and here comes Charlie. Charlie moving in, had a half a step on the defenseman who was able to knock him off balance, then takes his man to the wall, knocking that puck free for Jack. Jack now for Fleming around the man. He'll fling one, knocked down in front. Jack Davis with it again. Jack in front. Oh, he had Charlie there, but couldn't hit him with a pass. Now it's Boston down for the point. The Boston the side of the net. Jack will tuck it in front. Still loose there. Fleming's got it. And he'll get it to the corner. Now here's Jack. But that little tie-up right there, I think, is going to result in some kind of penalty. And will it be against Sioux City or will it be against Omaha? Good push there by the Junior Mavericks on that last shift.
I'd be sending both of them. I think the hit on Fleming came in real high.
Playing with some good structure, which that'll be very integral. That they keep that up throughout the game, especially on these depending with those when they need to get the puck moving up. They're doing a really good job, especially with their containment down low. They're playing physical early, and I like it. A couple shots on net already, which is good. That's a right there.
Well, a penalty to each side after that little scrum, and that makes sense, I think.
I think the initial hit came in high, and then the retaliation is what drew the second one there.
Coach for Sioux City asking for an explanation. I think he's okay with it.
No, they're calling him out of the box. Negotiated out of that one.
Different
oh,
player.
It's a different player.
Yeah,
okay.
they got the wrong guy. And I think that must have been what the coach was arguing, was that, hey, you boxed the wrong guy. So they got that bit of bookkeeping all squared away. And we'll get a face-off in the Sioux City end. 7:06, the time remaining here in the first period. And the Junior Mavericks will send out Allers along with Sturba and Paxson. It'll be Nandy and the Boss back on the blue line. Boss has it. Snapshot, sailed just over the crossbar. Mavericks jousting for it. Sturba working behind the net with Paxson. This one squirts out to the right wing corner. Worked up the wall, held by Boston. He'll snap one right into the glove of the goaltender. And he'll hang on. Good hard work being done behind the net for the Junior Mavericks on that play.
Definitely.
Using their bodies, especially with these bigger kids out on the ice here. We've got Sturba using that long reach to keep the puck away, and they're doing an excellent job of sealing off the boards and making sure no pucks are squeezing through over the blue line.
Those three guys up front stay out there, as do Nandy and Boss. Boss has it off the face-off win. Hurried one. Musketeers able to steal it away. This one flipped in. Good back check by Boss. Kept that one out of the hands of the attacking Sioux City player. He's got a man on him, but able to work it free for Sturbs. He'll flip it along, and here comes Paxson. Paxson carrying it down the wing. Wanted the center, has Sturbs crashing the net. Paxson's got it again. He'll go rink wide. Hard pass. Nandy had trouble with it. Good recovery. Still trying to hold his ground. Allers had his back. He'll march in around one. Allers tried to slide it down low for Sturbs, and that play just broken up at the last moment. Up the wall it comes. Nandy's got it for Gas, but he got a man right on him. Still the Mavericks able to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Good back check there by Allers, able to knock it in. And now Courtwright's got it. Being hooked at from behind. Still got off the shot, and the save made by the goaltender. Oh! Crunching hit by T-squared on the Sioux City player who goes down, and play will be stopped. Caught him from the blind side. We saw that happen in our first game when Jake Courtwright got taken out. When he didn't see the man coming, and this time T-squared came in and really put a hit on a man from Sioux City. Another good shift by the Junior Mavericks, and to get that momentum going, you want to pile good shift upon good shift.
They're doing a great job on it right now, keeping the pressure on Sioux City and keeping it down their own end the whole time.
Good face-off win by Stoney, but it just skitters by Abram. And Abram will go back into his own zone. He had a man on him, but is able to work it up ice. And here's Stoney. He's got a man on his wing. There was Courtwright. Didn't see him. He was in the trees, but we'll get it in deep. Mavericks first on it. Here's Stoney. Taking from T-Square. Got it in front. Courtwright battling for it. T-Square shot in close. And that one stopped for the goaltender. Kind of ran out of room there a little bit. Heaney will take it back at center. Out to clear. Knocked along by T-Square. Shift change on for the Junior Mavericks, and the Musketeers will give it right back. Here's Bear around one. Lost it on the poke check, got it back. Bear will play to himself off the wall. He's up with Vinny on his right. Bear moving in, slid it across. Oh, there was Vinny, but just couldn't collect the pass. Vinny's got it now. Moves, he'll fling one, but that one deflected away. Gas racing in from the blue line. That play broken up. Good job by Wyatt Tremaine to steal away what would have created an on-man rush. Vinny here, jousting for it. Still just bird-dogging his man and keeping it alive.
What a forecheck.
And it'll be Taz now down the wall, guarded by two. The puck taken away. Terrific back check by Tremaine to keep Sioux City from getting anything going. And this puck will drift back in on the goaltender. Fire wagon line change on for the Junior Mavericks as 5 fresh guys come out over the rail. Here's Charlie trying to move in. He got poke checked. Boston will take over and drive it in. Sioux City got it past him and all the way back down. This should go for an icing call. And it does. And the Junior Mavericks, Grayson, really have the Musketeers on their heels.
They do. They're keeping good pressure. Forecheck, back check, everything is firing off right now. Their back check, doing a good job trying to keep that out of the center of the ice. The Musketeers are trying to force stuff up the middle. There's always a Mavericks stick there to try to knock them off. The Mavericks are keeping a really good forecheck on them, not giving them any room to breathe.
Allers on the face-off win. Backhander by Charlie sails wide. Musketeers get it up the wall. Jack had his man lined up for a freight train hit, but he was able to duck around that. Nandy now chasing down back in the Omaha zone. Nandy will kind of pool cue that one around to the near wing. Nobody there. Penalty coming up on this play.
Davis,
and I think Jack's going to go. Now this will be the second penalty kill of the afternoon for the Junior Mavericks. As you said, when you get those hands up, that's a pretty easy call for the referee to make. He's saying as he got him in the back. So I think hitting from behind might be the penalty.
Do we have a major?
I think he's only going to give him a minor.
Well, for Ike, because Ike's been.
Oh yeah, Ike's been in it. He must have run his mouth at the referee. That was something that got the Junior Mavericks into trouble in the first game of this. And I don't know if Jack's done the same thing because now Taz is in there to serve at least part of a penalty.
Please.
So another penalty kill for the Junior Mavericks. Allers out along with, is that Paxson? Yeah, Allers and Paxson up front. And it's Bear and Fleming, the rear guard. Bear's got this one. He'll backhand it around. Weird Karam off the wall. Fleming gets this one. He moves up shorthanded. And Fleming will send this one in and give chase. Allers hit a little deep for my tastes, but Fleming continues to work against two in that corner. Fleming doing a good job of keeping things bottled up. Musketeers finally clear the zone, but Bear will get it back at his own zone. And Bear cannot find any room to clear that one up that wall. He'll come around to the near side now and just eke this one out to center. Musketeers had it, lost it. Allers will scoop it back up. He moves in with speed. Allers the drop pass. Paxson trying to shove it through traffic. Just too many Musketeers there. And this one cleared out to center. Allers able to get it again. And he'll just fling one on goal. That one turned out to be more of a tester than I think we thought. 30 seconds to go, and Zach Davis is minor as it's carried ahead by the Musketeers. And Bear just getting in the face of the attacking player, forcing the giveaway. Fortunately, Sioux City gets it again, but the shot on goal easily stopped by Rosie. and he'll hang on. 18 seconds now to go, and the penalty to Jack Davis, down to 2:31 to go in the first period. Shots are 4-1 Junior Mavericks, but where it counts, it's still scoreless.
Well-timed save by Rosie there. Saw him swallow that up. It could have been a kick save with a rebound. Rosie doing a good job of stalling that play and preventing any further shots on goal.
Yeah, that puck just died when it hit him. That's what you want as a goaltender. Loose puck, and Stoney will take over. He's got Paxson with him. Stoney carrying this one up, threw it into the feet of the defenseman. He got it back, though. Sharp angle shot. Stick save by the goaltender. Didn't know where it was. It's loose side of the net, and he will jump down on it and hang on. And I think we kind of see something that you were talking about, Grayson, earlier on. Just get lots of shots on goal. Every shot, you're forcing that goaltender to make the save. And if he doesn't, hey, you're a goal up, right?
And they're doing a really good job. A lot of these awkward shots, even dump-ins, like you saw Aller's shot from almost the red line, it seems. Looks like the goalie didn't have, I don't know if it just didn't see it correctly or just didn't really get a hold of it, but that one almost slipped 5-hole on him.
Well, and again, that goaltender is facing the glass in this period, as he will in the third period as well. And that can provide some challenges. Loose puck at the blue line. Stepping up is Gass. Gass had it knocked down by the pitching Sioux City player. Mavericks still trying to clear it out of the zone. We're back to even strength hockey. They get a man loose, shot for goal. Just a little bit of a breakdown there in the defensive zone. And you get free. Tough when that guy is sliding across, forcing Rosie to move. He couldn't really just square up and hold his ground.
Defense committed to the puck carrier right at the last minute and left that man in front of the slot open.
Well, for the second time today, Junior Mavericks surrendering the first goal of the game, but they'll try to get it back. They've had the better of the scoring opportunities in this game so far. Here's Vinny throwing it in front. He had Tremaine cutting, but couldn't get it to him. Puck nearly left behind by the Musketeers, and this one jousted along by Fleming. Musketeers will see if they can find less resistance up the near side. No sail there as Vinny was on his horse and got across. This one is flipped past Fleming. They're going to wave off the icing call. In fact, this one will just barely make the goal line, so the clock continues to move. Down to 65 seconds to go here in the first period. Here's Vinny across the line. Sends one on goal. Stick saved by the left-handed catching goal, or right-handed catching goaltender. Got that stick in the left hand. That's not what most players are used to seeing when they're firing on goal. Glove side's usually that left side. There's Fleming, holding, shooting, just wide. Oh, big ricochet off the end wall. Mavericks couldn't collect it. Great play by Fleming to keep it alive for Tremaine, who sends on goal. Save made by the goalie, and he'll hang on.
Smart shot. Look for a rebound. Bounce it off the pads when you're in tight. You know you got some net crashers there attacking. Tremaine could have put a lot more on that, but he just decided to loft it right at the pads and create a rebound opportunity. Very chess play move for an attack on the net.
There's Charlie Paxson out along with Dandy and Fleming. Final 38.3 of this first period. Musketeers are able to get this one out to center. 1 against 5. This one played in from the red. No, he hadn't quite gotten there, and so icing is called, and another offensive zone face-off for the Junior Mavericks. Allers again will square for this draw. No, checking to make sure the wings aren't encroaching. Here's Fleming, a shot, and that one may have been tipped wide. Nandy got tangled up with one of the Sioux City players and couldn't keep the puck in. It'll be Fleming who races back to take over. Will Fleming wants to wind it up. He's got Paxson with him. He'll take it himself. Here's Fleming moving in. Takes the shot. Save made. Rebound played up the boards. Oh, and that one just slipped through the feet of Paxson. He kept it alive, wanted Allers, but that one ricochets away as he got checked, and the final shot of the period shanks out of the glove of the goaltender. And we will end this first stanza with the Junior Mavericks down 1-0. Down
See you,
1-0,
Whistler.
Grayson, but a lot of
Great
things
game,
to
buddy.
be happy about in the way they played.
You too, man.
Honestly, I feel like for the most part, the Mavericks have been controlling the game. They've been playing well, both offensively and defensively. Just got one unlucky break, in which Sioux City made a good play. Really good slide over, and they just shot it. Rosie couldn't get over in time, but honestly, I think there's a lot to work on. A lot to be happy about as well. And I think if they respond well, I think it'll gauge how the rest of this game will end up.
We've got joining us here in our broadcast position today. That's the voice of Grayson Davis, who is the older brother of the Bear, and he's certainly lending his expert commentary to our broadcast. We're happy to have him along. Also happy to have our sponsors, and we want to thank Charleston Homes. We want to thank Cottonwood Salon Suite. And as well, we want to thank Joe Taylor Tax Service for all of their support of Junior Mavericks and Bantam Reds throughout the course of this year. You'll see their businesses pop up on your screen as the broadcasts go along. And we couldn't do it without you, so we thank you for your support this season. Second period, of course, these teams will switch ends, and it'll be Rosie who's got to contend with a different backdrop than what he saw in the first period. And for the Junior Mavericks, continue to attack the way you have. Shots are 9-3 in Omaha's favor after that first period.
I like it. You see a little fist bump between Rosie and the other goaltender before they make their way to the crease. Good, friendly play here.
That brotherhood of goaltenders. It's Stoney out along with Charlie and Paxson. Abram out there with Bear. Puck at center ice. Musketeers have it. Tipped along the wall. Stoney's got it. Tried to clear it out. Just could not do it. And Sioux City, like so many other teams, really overloading the puck. Here's Stoney shooting to the defense. Stoney in a shot. Save made by the goaltender, and he's got it in the glove. Good little burst of speed there by Roman Stonebreaker. That's a helpless feeling when you're a defenseman and a guy shoots right past you.
Our goalie handled that really well. He stayed poised. He didn't move out of position too far and came out to challenge him and ended up with a good glove save. That was a good shot by Stoney and a great way to get past the defenseman there on that loose spot.
Stoney again digs in, wins this one back. Keeney pivots away. Here's Abram now, finding a lane to shoot. This one rattled off the crowd in front and was promptly covered by the goaltender. Crashing the net. Crashing the net. You got to be relentless when it comes to those. You get those shots from the point, you got to beeline it if you're a forward right to that net. Another offensive zone face-off for the Junior Mavericks. Down it comes, collected again. Abram, nice low wrister, meant for a tip. Mavericks just couldn't get a stick on it. The pinches by Bear, keeping it alive for now. Paxson in traffic. There's Bear. He got poke check. Out of center it comes. Stoney had his back. Stoney for Bear along the near wing boards. Now it's Sturbs. Sturbs will bring it in. Shrugs off that hit. Bear trying to help him. Muscle it down the wall. It squirts out to Stoney. Stoney looking for the backdoor play from Paxson. Held by Abram. Banged along but knocked away. And chipped by the Musketeers all the way back in on Rosie, who paddles that one inside for Bear. Bear will curl the net and find some skating room. Nearly knocked away, but he's able to clear it out to center ice. During the second period, the teams are farther away from their benches, and so the changes become more important. Here's a giveaway by Abram. The defensive core has been out there a while. Actually, the defensive core and Stoney have been out there since the start of this period. I think they need a break. Bear rink wide. Here's Abram now, lugging the mail. Abram across the line, looking for a shooting lane. Players lunging at him left and right. He'll drop it in front. Oh, he had T-squared there, but he could not hit him with the pass. And it's out to center where Tremaine knocks it along. The Musketeers will take back. On they come. Big crunching hit by Bear on the attacking player. Swept back in. Offside is called on the play, and the clock stopped with 9:56 to go. Now in the second period, it still remains a 1-0 Musketeers lead. I'm going to ask you about your brother's nickname. Where did that come from?
Oh, I believe it was his first or second year on the team. I believe it was given to him by Bennett because of him protecting his teammates and protecting Taylor Severa was on the team at the time. And they really had a special connection, and they were pretty good friends. So I think that's where it comes from, because he's always been bigger than a lot of the other kids. So I think it comes from him being big and protective.
And he gives out a good bear hug or two to his teammates as well, and that's certainly another reason why you could hang that label on him. It's a good one. As a good play there individually by Wyatt Ike. Finally, was that Voss?
Voss carried it all the way from his own end on that one and got a charging shot on goal.
22 instead of 77. Good job by you there, Eagle Eye. Offensive zone face-off. Allers out along with Peter and Taz. Face-off winners by Allers. Just too many players to have to navigate around, and you got Pochet. Here comes Sioux City back the other way. Errant pass will sail to the wall. Good job by the boss to get it up. And here's Allers chipping off the wall to himself. He'll race after it. Allers cutting in off the wing. Forced to take it behind. Wraparound chance. Score! On the rebound, it was Taz. Let's go, Taz! And the Mavericks have tied the game at 1. Boy, we've talked about how Taz's game has really taken some steps forward here this winter, and it's nice to see him finally rewarded for all of that good work. He was able to poke in that rebound.
Let's talk about Allers and how much his role has changed this year on that team. What a workhorse to get it into the crease, and Taz takes out the trash.
Well, and he really charged after that one. I mean, he tried to play it to himself off the wall, put a little bit too much on it, and was able to track it down. He gets the buck back and sent it rink wide for Vinny at center ice. He couldn't hang on cleanly, but here's Boston filling the gap. Boston bringing it across the line. Lost the handle, but keeps it moving deep into the Musketeers' end. Boston trying to center. Keeps it alive. Help comes from Charlie. Charlie stripped, but he'll strip the man who took it away from him. Now trying to center it in front. Blocked away. Vinny turns and fires. That didn't get through. And the Musketeers bring it ahead. Grubbed weakly in, and the Mavericks will give chase. It's Ike. Here comes some pressure. Knocked away from him, but he'll get it back as the Musketeers are in the middle of a shift change. Ike around 1 and around 2. Here he comes. Wyatt Ike, the defenseman, leading the rush. He's got Charlie on his right. Knifing his way to the net for a shot. And he scores! Wyatt Ike doing the Bobby Orr thing, going 200 feet to score. And just like that, the Junior Mavericks have their first lead of the game. It is 2-1.
Coast to coast, Jack Davis from the penalty box just cheering and pounding glass. That quickly, the tides have turned, and now we're a 2-1 Maverick lead.
Grayson, as you know, that's not an easy thing to do, to go around that many guys to get off a shot.
Absolutely not. Those are some beautiful head fakes toward the center of the ice, and then using the boards as his friend. And as you can see, this goalie's been really good off stopping clean shots, and that little forehand backhand move there by really get that puck and
Here's
that goaltender.
Nandy cutting in. He tried to pull it to the backhand, but got upended. And the Musketeers will come back the other way. Slowed in transition by the back checking of the Junior Mavericks. And now here is Stoney. Stoney had it banged off his tape. Fleming's got it. Fleming will take it himself. Oh, and then runs over his man. Just a freight train job on him. Junior Mavericks get it just in. It's worked out, and Nandy's got this one now. Tried to dangle around the defending player at the blue line. Now will play to himself again. Nandy, a man possessed here. Knocked off his tape and out to center. And Paxson trying to back it up to Fleming. Paxson, a forward, kind of playing more of a defensive role there. Now here's Stoney. Back on with Sturbs on his left. Stoney cutting in. Ducks under a check. Sturbs staying in front. Stoney sizing things up. Lost it on the poke check, and the puck is cleared back, and Fleming's going to have to give chase. And a nice stripe of sunlight now there has kind of illuminated this ice surface even more. Puck cleared out the center and hopped the defenseman. Here comes T-squared moving in. T-squared, had it yanked off his stick at the last moment as he got ready to pull the trigger on the backhander. T-squared knocked down in the corner. Help comes from Courtright. The Musketeers have it, and up ice they come. Here's a giveaway, and just spun right back in by T-squared. Musketeers arrived first, chipped up. Mandy couldn't keep it. He'll chop it back in, and offside is called on the play. 6:32 our time remaining in the second period. The Junior Mavericks, on the strength of goals from Wyatt Ike and before him, Taz, have a 2-1 lead. Taz back out there along with Wyatt Tremaine and Vinny. And on the blue line, it's Bear and Abram. Never seen so many left-handed defensemen. Usually you have a lot of right-handed guys. It seems like most of our defensemen are left-handed, both Bear and Abram.
You want to see a good example of how scoring goals builds momentum. I can almost see the blood rushing through these boys' veins. I don't know about you, but my motor's running hot.
Hollers with the face-off win. And Vinny beat that one into the offensive zone as Taz
See how
carried
excited
it in.
they are? They can't even get into the zone fast enough. They're just, blood's boiling right now, ready to put another one in the back of the net. Come on, boys.
Got to keep the foot on the gas here in this situation. Shots are 14-3 now. Hollers in traffic, got it to Taz. Taz puts on the brakes. Still trying to hang on. Banged off his tape. It comes loose out at center. And Bear, a good recovery to chop that one for Abram. Abram wanted to play it in, but it's spiked down. Allers takes it over now. Goes around his man. Allers moves it across. His pass got
nice try.
He had Vinny cutting in from the other side. Vinny will center, looking for Taz. He'll chase it down and shoot one on goal. Puck loose. Taz after it, Vinny after it, puck loose in front. It's chipped to the blue line and just over where Abram retakes for the Junior Mavericks. Taz waits for his mates to clear. Down the wall it goes. Allers took a high hit on that one. Got his helmet snapped back on it. Musketeers take and spin it around the kick plate. Good pinch there by Bear. Bear trying to play it to the end wall. That one knocked off his tape. Loose puck. Abram's got it. Steps in down the slot. Abram, quick shot. Save made. Rebound loose and swept to the corner. Here's Allers with it now. First, though, he nearly overskates. Sends it in front. There's Bear with the trigger pull, and that one gets blocked away. That was Patera, not Bear. Bear's back at the point now, and he'll take a shot. That one got knocked away. To the line and just over where Paxton will retake for the Junior Mavericks, who are in the middle of a shift change. Here comes Bear. Bear rumbling in. He's got Charlie with him. Takes the shot. And the save made by the goaltender, who hangs on. Grayson, what's been the secret sauce here for the way the Junior Mavericks are playing?
Looks like bodies in front of the net. We've got a lot of guys who have really good shots on the team, but traffic in front's been key in beating the goalie in patience, as we saw. That first goal, that wrap around and then Taz in front, beautiful outweighing the goalie, knocked him off of his tempo, and Mikey just outweighing the goalie on that backhand move there.
Oh! Shot for goal! He found the lane off the face-off win and is able to fire that one in just inside the near post. And just like that, it's 3-1 Junior Mavericks.
Well, that was perfect right there. Traffic in front, and then a good shot there for Gas to get it in. And that's really been now butter for this team so far.
Well, and as a center too, you know how that can really work. Those nice clean face-offs, when you can win that back to your defense in the offensive zone, that's got to feel really good to you as a center.
It does. Like knowing you can control the zone and control the play and how it's going, that's really the first part of getting a goal, or even just getting some tempo back to the boys. You can get good shots on net, good face-off wins, make it look clean, make it look good, and you'll start to feel good and you'll play.
Sioux City has chosen to take its time out here with 4:46 to go in the second period, sensing things maybe getting a little out of hand for them.
We should talk a little bit about tournament play and how the amount of goals for matters in these games, and it's really important, especially in this tournament right now with where we're sitting. it's critical that we don't take our foot off the gas because of being in the low middle of the pack. Goal score makes a big difference when it comes to playing in the championship or the second place game, right?
Those are one of the tiebreakers is your differential in goals for versus goals against. And Junior Mavericks came into this one, I think we lose by 4. We were 2 up in the other game, so we came in -2 in the goal differential. And now they've evened that up here, and time to pour it on.
Lincoln Stars had a dominating win, 8-4, and that's kind of giving them the advantage, even though they've got a similar record to the Mavericks. So getting those goal scores is going to be tremendous. Halfway point, we're not changing. That glare is going to start affecting team play here.
Paxson trying to move in. Puck got stuck right in front of the bench where all that snow builds up at the gate. He lost it. Junior Mavericks do get it in deep. Musketeers have it, and they will float it out to center ice. Gas curling with it, finds Paxson. Across the line, first pass broken up. So he'll get it and play it in deep.
Slew foot.
There goes Sturbs. Sturbs in to get it. Sturbs tugging to the slot. He went down. Puck cleared just out to center. Labas across. Here is Ike. And yanked along by Stonebreaker, but the Junior Mavericks hadn't cleared the zone. And offside is called, stopping the clock with 4:06 now to go. This is sunglasses territory for these guys. Like the football guys, they wear those shields that have the tinted glass. I don't know if they're still allowed to do that, but they used to anyway. And
one of the very rare rinks you're going to find where sun glare is going to be the issue.
Well, and usually when you've got a rink, you want to keep the sun off the ice because it can cause all sorts of problems for the quality of it. Dumped in deep by the Musketeers. Tremaine back to get it. He'll hurry it up the wall where T-Squared takes. T-Squared leaned on, but able to get it out. Puck taken back from him and played in deep. And Nandy will hustle after this. Nandy lost it side of the net. Paddled back to him by Rosie. Nandy will look to send it up the near wing where T-Squared waits. Doesn't get to him first time, but second time's a charm. Here comes T-Squared and moving against the smaller defenseman, got broken up. Nandy had his back, hurrying to keep it in, and there was Tremaine to poke it to the end wall. Dumped around the boards. Wyatt Tremaine back. Nandy will return to him. Wyatt off the wall. Got it in front. Oh, T-Squared wrapped one off the outside of the net. Loose in front. And the Musketeers have it. And this one flung out to center. Good job by Fleming. He saw that play coming. Then sidesteps a man, bringing it back in. Lost the handle there for a moment. Fleming, court right in front. Oh, he just fanned on it. Here's Tremaine with a chance. He lost the handle, but flings one, and that one just wide of the near post. Back the other way, the Musketeers bringing it ahead. 2 3/4 minutes now to go here in the second period. Musketeers in a big line change. They got about 30 guys out on the ice right now. No call on that. That's still fine. They're still trying to get guys off.
Holy cow.
As Omaha retakes the puck in its own zone. And here comes Nandy. Nandy ahead. Wanted T-Squared. Just missed him on the pass. They say it got deflected, so they wave off the icing. Vinny now.
Forecheck, Vinny
now. Sashaying through the crowd behind the net. Got it to Allers in the front. Bigger defenseman there, able to knock it away. Will then lost his edge as this one played up the boards. Good keep by Fleming. Down low. It'll sling behind the net. Allerson breaks up that pass. And here's Vinny. Hobbled in the corner. Allers has the puck. Off the good feed. He'll shoot. Oh, he did right off the post. Shot. Great work by Taz to set him up there. Here's another chance. This one by Fleming. Sails high and wide, and it will skitter back into the Maverick zone where Nandy will hurry back for it. Nandy leaned on, muscled it up the boards. His pass got knocked down. From his knees, he gets back up and plays to Vinny. 3-on-2 developing if they hurry. Vinny's pass flicked off of Allers' stick. Loose at center. And this one highlight along by Vinny. Allers going to the net. Vinny, a shot. Oh, and a waffle board saved by the goaltender. Rebound loose behind. It's Vinny to Allers. Wrapped it on goal. Good save by the goalie again in tight quarters. Musketeers have it. They lose it on the poke check.
Losing
this one
some
goes
gas
back
here.
To the point.
Long shift.
Yeah, we need a shift change. Allers will go off. Taz is going off as well. And the Musketeers will finally clear this one out to neutral ice. Fleming chases it down. Player after him, right up the gut. He goes, it goes off of Patera. Here's Jack Davis, finally freed from the sin bin, able to ladle that one along. Jack's got it now. Jack leaned on, trying to hang on to that puck. Drops it back to Bear. He'll drop it down the boards, and around it comes. To the corner, here's Stoney. Stoney in a duel. Couldn't get the puck. It's knocked away from Jack. And this one pushed for the Musketeers back into the Mavericks' end. Final 30 seconds of time here in the second period as Bear is back to retake. Away from the forecheck. Bear looking up the wall, and he finds Charlie there. Collects and comes on with Stonebreaker on his left. Here's Charlie moving in. Charlie, little stutter step. Has a man in front and likes to take it himself. He's got Jack waiting for that pass that never came. Now it's Charlie. Stood up along the wall. Musketeers will take, but they can't clear. Good work by Stoney, and he'll send it on goal. As the horn sounds, ending the second period. Well, the Junior Mavericks really putting their foot on the gas, Grayson, in that second period, and we spent a lot of time in the offensive zone.
It'll be interesting to see how well we keep that up in the third period. 3-1 is one of the most dangerous things you can have in hockey, and you just can't play too comfortable. Got to keep on that relentless forecheck, keep on the pressure.
Yeah, we've had, you look around and you say, hey, some lines are going better than others. That hasn't been the case this afternoon for the Junior Mavericks. Every line's been getting it done for them. And teams are right now getting a little bit of a talking to from each one of their coaches. They've already played 5 periods of hockey, and the 6th period, last one of the day, coming up for the Junior Mavericks. Before we get our third period started, I want to thank our sponsors, Joe Chalin Tax Services, Charleston Homes, and as well, Cottonwood Salon Suite. We thank you for your support of the Omaha Junior Mavericks family.
Did Sioux City get one shot on goal that period?
I believe so,
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. It was 9 or 10 to 3 after the first period. Racking my brain, but I think it's about right.
Just a really good example of the pressure that the Mavericks are putting on the Sioux City Junior Musketeers and how much they're controlling it. It's not always has to be shots on goal, but just controlling the puck, controlling the play, keeping the puck in the offensive territory. That can be just as much as a threat as getting shots on goal. And my gosh, Mavericks are doing both, shots and controlling this game.
So much is about possessing the puck. Is that something you guys talk about at Creighton Prep, about keeping, possessing that puck and having it more than the other team?
Yeah, really, it's just, if you don't have the puck, you can't control the play. You want to be in control as much as possible, so if it's not there, don't force it. Take a look back, regroup, and try to keep control as long as possible. Tremaine
wins it forward. Paxson trying to bring it through. A maze of players. That got broken up. Bear back to take it. It's Sturba, Paxson, and Wyatt Tremaine out there up front with Bear and Keeney backing them up. Here's a good forecheck by Sturba, able to get that one in. And it's Paxson with it out of the corner. Sharp angle shot. That one sails over the net. Held by Bear for a one-timer, and that one goes wide. Added back around, and Sioux City looks for the path of least resistance. But a good forecheck slows them up. They finally eke it out to center before Abram and Bear play pass with it. Bear will now backpedal into his own zone before sending it ahead for the pivoting Sturba. Sturba on for Tremaine. He's 1-on-4. Wyatt Tremaine keeping the feet moving. He'll fling one on goal. The save made, and that's a good play. It forces the goalie to cover up, and an offensive zone draw to come. Junior Mavericks get a chance to get fresh guys out there and sort of reset their attack. Allers goes out along with Courtright and T-squared. Boss and Ike on the blue line. Just underway here in the third period from Holland Ice at Baxter Arena. Winter Classic, game number 3 for Junior Mavericks. And Sioux City will clear it. And wave off the icing as it doesn't make the goal line. And Wyatt Ike, good little pivot move. Up for a turning Jake Courtright. Here comes Jake. Jake's got some help. He's got guys coming from behind too, and that puck forced free. This one's sent back in on Rosie, and he'll stick it aside for Wyatt Ike. Mikey with a man in his kitchen. Knocks that guy down. Trying to duel it up the wall. Allers takes and sends this one just out to center. And the Musketeers play back in for the offside call. Well, when you're protecting a lead, you don't want to get too protected too early in a game, especially when you're in the third period. What was probably the message from Nick Bennett to the guys here to protect this lead? What's the best way to do that?
Probably keep the pressure on. No stupid plays. Like, again, don't try to force it if it's not there. Don't do anything stupid. You possess the puck and try to push it up as much as possible.
Held him. Good battle going on at center ice. Musketeers get free with it. Their man's in for a shot. Gets Rosie off the mask. Rebound, and Rosie equal to the task on that one. Got it with the stick. And this one played along the rail all the way back into the Sioux City end. They wave off the icing. Vinny to it first. Has Taz in the slot. Tries to send it to him there, but that pass sails on by. And Fleming will retake for the Junior Mavericks out at center. Rink wide for Nandy. He'll hand it on up for Vinny. And this one chopped in over the defenseman's stick. Musketeers back on it. Can't make a connection on that. Fleming will fling one wide. Rebound gathered in by Vinny. Vinny guarded by two. Wanted Taz. Play broken up. Loose puck, and this one just ekes out to center ice. Andy takes down his man. Worry about an interference call there, but no sale. Here's Nandy now, goes around his man. Nandy moving in, got caught with a back checker. Nandy trying to hold on until some reinforcements come, and they're here now. There's Charlie. Could not get off the shot. He mows down his man, but lost the puck, and it's cleared by the Musketeers. Stoney rink wide. Nandy waiting for it. Nandy hands it across for Jack. Batted back to Nandy, and he'll get it in deep. Jack, good forecheck there. But the Musketeers able to weather that one. Nandy holding, left point. Ooh, hit his own man, Jack, right in the leg. Comes back to Nandy again. Charlie takes out his man. Mavericks' bigger guys are really making their presence felt. Nandy thinks at the end of his shift he needs a break. He has been skating hard in this one. Puck in down the wall. Sioux
Nice
City getting
pinch,
fresh
Tremaine.
players out there. And Wyatt Tremaine taking out the one player that Sioux City had coming in. Here's Charlie. Shrugs off one check. Got it out to Jack at center. Wyatt will take over on this one. Little flip for Charlie. Charlie moves in. He'll shoot. Glove save for the goaltender, who hangs on. You got to give a lot of credit to their goaltender. He's seen a lot of rubber in this game, and he's done a good job with that glove.
He has. Really just that traffic in front's what's been doing it for him. Can't see the puck. He's not tracking it too well when we've got bodies in front, which is good because we've got a lot of guys with good shots, and that goalie's just getting every puck, and he's saving them. So he's very good.
Allers, Schneider, Sturbs, Bear, and Keating. Puck to the corner. Sturbs sends his man tumbling. He digs it out for Allers. Puts one off the mask. Here's Paxton. Score! Paxton Schneider, Johnny on the spot, gets to the rebound and puts it home. And it's 4-1 Junior Mavericks.
Allers' second assist of the game. Big shot on goal. Leaves a rebound right out front for Paxton to take out the trash.
And Paxton, boy, he got there in a hurry, too. Tough one for the goaltender when it hits you in the mask. You can't control that. You can't deaden it. It's hard. It just bounces right out.
And here comes this sun glare, almost right on the center.
Allers a face-off win, but the Musketeers have it, and they'll dump it in deep. Bear tracking this one down. Bear around one. We'll flip it ahead. Sturbs pool cues this one along. Allers got poke check. Nice recovery, though, to take over on it. Here comes Allers down the right wing. He's got Sturbs with him, floated it. Didn't get Sturbs, could have had Schneider. That one never got through. And back the other way, the Musketeers will get it out to center. Just in, good job by Bear to flag it down. Moving his feet up the near side, floats it through. Too far for Will. Chased down by Courtright. Beyond his reach, it's knocked out to center. And T-Squared will take over as the Junior Mavericks finish off a shift change. Bear around one. Running out of room. Puts on the brakes. Now we'll hand it off to his defensive partner, Abram Keeney. Abram moving in. The end wall, he'll try to send it in front. Cut off by the Musketeers. And he sent it up the boards and just out. Good job by Stoney. Look at him hang on to that puck. Finally, too many Musketeers there. They strip him. T-Squared's got it back. He'll move it on with Courtright. Courtright down the wall. Goes back to T-Squared. Trying to rumble through traffic. Got cut off. T-Squared keeping that one alive. Now recollected back to the blue line by Bear. He's run into. And the puck got to the blue line, but not out. As Bear, a nice recovery to keep it hemmed in even longer. Finally out to center ice, but it's T-Squared taking over. T-Squared right down the slot. Couldn't find the lane for the trigger pull. And it's knocked away to the corner. Stoney there.
Way to avoid the check.
Kept it loose. But the Musketeers able to take back, and on they come with it. Long range shot. Rosie able to knock that one down. Bear to it first. And lots of room as the Musketeers in the middle of a shift change. Bear's going to bring it up with speed. Has Vinny with him. Bear a man alone. And he'll finally play this one in. Vinny to it first. Ooh, big collision there. Tremaine pivoting out of the corner. Hands it on back. Gass, who's already got a goal, gets off the shot. And that one is knocked away. All the way back into the Maverick zone. Wyatt Ike just off the bench will take over. He's bird dogged as he tries to bring it up. Oh,
Slew foot.
Sent spinning by a hip check. But Ike, a nice recovery to get to Vinny, who clears. Dump back along by the Musketeers. Boston sidesteps one, tapped off his tape. Taz didn't see it. Musketeers trying to get off the shot. Cleared up but not out for the long-range shot finally from the left point. And Rosie the save. Gotta give credit to Rosie. He's not seeing a lot of shots in this game, but when he has had some shots, he's seen some testers and he's made good saves.
He has. He's been playing it very well, especially behind the net, not taking any chances on those rough bounces and trying to control the puck as soon as possible and making sure he can get out to his defenseman. Really good job.
Holler's out along with Jack, and I believe that's who's our third. Who's our third forward? Oh, Charlie. Clock continuing to hit the smaller numbers. We're down to 5:05 to go. And a penalty coming up on the Junior Mavericks. So we go from even strength hockey to
Hollers?
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
He was a puck carrier. I don't know what.
See what he did? Well, he goes off for the next minute and a half, and the Junior Mavericks got him for a slash. Okay. Well, so slashing is the call that puts the Junior Mavericks shorthanded. I don't think they were shorthanded at all in the second period.
No.
It's been since the first that they've had to kill off a penalty. And so Stoney goes out along with Tremaine. And the Blue Liners are Fleming and Nandor to start this kill. And here's Nandy. Oh, he wanted Tremaine. Woo! And Wyatt didn't know that was coming. Mavericks will angle this one up and out to center ice. Good move by the defenseman to pivot away and bring it back in. He'll take the shot, but that one goes wide. Tremaine after this one, trying to poke it past the pitching defenseman. Instead, it's Fleming. Had that one kind of chilly dip off his stick. Help came from Stoney. Stoney couldn't clear it out. But it's Fleming stepping to the breach and bringing it ahead. Net at the line and poke check. He'll get it again and fling it in. And this will send the Musketeers back with 50 to go in their power play. Paxson out there now, and he steals the puck, blasting it up. And it's Stoney who will race in after it. The goalie stays where he is, but the puck just enough juice to get to that goal line and bring the icing call. 36 seconds remain in the penalty. 4:07 to go here in the third period. Junior Mavericks trying to bring this one home. They lead it 4-1. Paxson takes that face off. Musketeers get it. The shot. And again, Matt, what you were talking about before, no rebound chance. That just hit Rosie and died. Paxson again on the face-off. Loose. Here's Abram. Abram will lug it up ice shorthanded. Abram the defenseman. moving in on his backhand to the forehand. Got off the shot, but not a tester. And broken up with the Musketeers. Great back check by Abrams. Paxton nearly able to steal it away, but here come the Musketeers now. The Mavericks with 3 back. On they come. Long range shot right into the midsection of Rosie.
Wallowed up again.
Yep.
I'm noticing every time Rosie makes a save, the cheer coming from Beast on the bench. Claps and just great team chemistry, especially between the goaltenders on this team. Beast and Rosie, just 2 peas in a pod.
6 ticks on the clock left on that penalty kill. 3:37 remaining here in the third period. 4-1 Junior Mavericks with the advantage. Paxton will take another face-off. Won by Des Moines. Weak shot from the point, never got through. Mavericks break it up and clear it just out before it's hammered back in. And offside is called on the play. Well, Ahler's freed from the penalty box, and we'll get a neutral zone draw out of this one. Ahler's, Paxton, Sturbs, and the boss out with Wyatt Ike. Ahler's wins back. Ike's got it. Wyatt has got a goal in this game. Broken up at the blue line. Attacking Musketeers player. Stripped. Here's the boss. Looking for Paxton. Ricochets off his stick. Here's Ike picking up a loose puck. He'll bring it ahead. Cutting across the slot. Still has it. In front. He wanted Sturb, but that one got broken up. Sioux City trying to come back the other way, and Ahler's a good bit of back checking to steal that one back. Had to wait for Sturba to clear the zone. Now Will burrow back in. Threw it to the slot. Didn't have anybody there. Boston keeps the deflected puck. Here's Boston moving with it. Nudges it along. Sharp angle shot. And Will
Second post for
Ahler's. Ahler's still on it. That one knocked away and cleared out to center ice, where Ike will retake. Clock continuing to hit the smaller numbers. 2:35 now to go. And Paxton brings it up ice. Pried off his tape. Musketeers then lose it. Stoney racing in. He'll curl the net. Stoney sizing up his options. Good play back to the boss. He moves in. Got poke check. Jack follows fresh from the bench. He tries to get through traffic but couldn't get off the shot. And the Musketeers will bring it back up ice. Dumped in from the red. Our Sunstripe has moved farther toward the Maverick zone here as this game has gone along. Up the wall, off the defenseman it goes. Charlie will take over. Good play by the defenseman to keep him from breaking free. If he had gotten by, it would have been a breakaway. Mavericks setting up for a controlled breakout. And it comes up the left wing for Jack. Broken up, and the Musketeers clear back in offside. 1:42 now to go here in the third period. Well, Jack should be well rested after his long shift in the penalty box. So keep him out there. Let him skate hard. Let him roll. Here's Nandy at his own blue line. Lots of pressure from his knees. Great play to Charlie. Charlie moving in with Jack on his left. Charlie takes it himself, and the shot shouldered away by the goaltender. 1:25 now to go here in the third. Junior Mavericks looking for more. Here's Charlie shooting one, and that one deflected over the net. Stoney's got it, moving his feet up the wing. Will lay it across. Nandy moves in. He'll shoot. That one through the crease and wide. Stoney overskates the loose puck. And the Musketeers can't clear it out. Good reaching by Fleming.
Post!
Puts one off the pipe. Fleming holding his ground along the wall. Shovels one. It goes wide of the cage. It's Charlie now. Sidesteps one, sidesteps two, takes the shot. He missed the mark. And the rebound up the wall where it's cleared out by the Musketeers. Fleming will hurry back, but for no matter, that's an icing call with 41 and a half seconds to go here in the third period. Shots are 25-11 in favor of the Junior Mavericks, and where it counts, they lead 4-1.
Holding the line. Holding the line. That is a true definition of it right there. Holding the line, when we say that, it's just guarding that blue line and preventing any puck from coming out of it and keeping the offensive pressure on the gas all the time. Hold the line is the name of that shift right there.
Yep. Paxton's going to take the face off. Puck drifts behind Sioux City cage. Musketeers trying to clear it out. Paxton will hold it. He'll step in for a shot. Waffled away. Rebound loose in the slot. Mavericks trying to get a handle on it. Tripped up in the corner with Sturba, who slashes his man. Lucky we didn't have a penalty. Reaches out and really slashed his man again. Oh, Bear stood up at the line. He was trying to saunter through traffic, but couldn't do it. Down to just 10 seconds to go here in the third period. And the Junior Mavericks are going to go 2-1 here in the Winter Classic. As this puck is just cleared out, the horn is going to sound. And it's a 4-1 victory here this afternoon for the Junior Mavericks against the Sioux City Junior Musketeers.
Just in time before the sun reached Rosie's eyes there in the crease.
Yeah, if we had overtime, that would have been brutal for him.
I've never seen a goalie play in sunglasses, but he would have needed them here in about 5 more minutes.
Somebody get the Ray-Bans. Well, Grayson, what are your final thoughts on the effort put forth by the Junior Mavericks here in this game this afternoon?
Effort-wise, I think they all did an amazing job. Just a little box trouble early on, but other than that, they persevered. They kept on them. Lots of pressure early in every single zone, and really just dominated play today.
Our special guest this afternoon has been Grayson Davis, older brother of Gavin Davis, Bear, for the Junior Mavericks, and we thank you for your great work. It's great to have you along as we wrap up our broadcast here this afternoon. A good win for the Junior Mavericks, proving to 2-1 here in this tournament, and a really emphatic effort by the entire team, I think, Matt, as we look down at that lineup. No passengers today. Everybody really contributed.
I agree. Rosie did a phenomenal job in the net, but defense, I mean, you talked about the shots on goal. Defense really did a great job of clearing that zone and controlling in the opposite end of the ice. I mean, we talked about defense protecting that crease, but Rosie swallows them up so well.
Yeah.
It's just no rebound opportunity for the other team, and that's what prevents additional shots on goal and big scoring chances, which you saw the Mavericks bring with some heat. There were 2 big rebound opportunities that crashed and made the goals for the Omaha Mavericks. So.
Well, a reminder, tomorrow we'll play the 4th game of pool play. Tomorrow morning we'll be back over at Ralston Arena against the Sioux City, not Sioux City, the Des Moines Junior Buccaneers. That's an 8:30 start Central Time. We hope you'll be able to join us for that broadcast. And then perhaps a championship game appearance. That'll be at 12:55 Central Time, if need be. So, again, our thanks to Grayson Davis for joining us on the broadcast. A lot of fun to have him with us today as well. We want to thank Chase Newcomer, who is, I know, somewhere doing stats. I'm sure he's way on the far end.
He got
there.
the nosebleeds today for some reason.
Good work, my friend. Good work. And yeah, fun game to watch, and fun to watch the boys play as well as they did today, and hoping for more of the same tomorrow. So one more thanks to our sponsors for our broadcast, Cottonwood Salon Suite, as well the folks at Charleston Homes, Omaha's builder since 2007, and as well Joe Chalin Tax Services. We thank Vinny's granddad for his support of OHC's Junior Maverick Bantam Red team this afternoon. 4-1, our final. And for Matt, I'm Dave. We will talk.